Yo, what's going on, man?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
September the 7th, uh, Thursday night. Just here vibing. We said we want to just have some fun tonight. This is going to be like a season ender. I guess you could say our first season uh, when it comes to the NBA season, the 2022-23 season. Uh,
hmm
I guess we're going to kind of wrap it up with our favorite top 10s, have a little fun. Then we're going to go right back into business dealing with the 2023-24 NBA season. On quick takes, we made a lot of predictions, a lot of bold predictions throughout the season, throughout the 2022-23 season. And I think we're about like 70%, 80% accuracy when it comes to our predictions. So you might want to tune in to quick takes, especially going into the 2023-2024 NBA season. You might want to subscribe to NBA Quick Takes to get that intel, whether it's for your fantasy hoops or your betting. You know, the more the intel, the better. So, yeah. But like I said, we're just having fun tonight. We want to do that. We want to get into this whole top 10 thing because a lot of people do this. They do the top 10 things, they do the debates, but we have some criteria, right? And shout out to FYF Sports. He's the first one that I heard come up with criteria, using criteria to explain your position. Okay, so my criteria on the top 10 goats would be it's going to be based on who I like because you have goats. You have people can agree on who the top 20 goats are. Oh, and let's not forget, Star. We both agreed, right, that the era where the cutoff point is pretty much after Kareem, and it's starting with Bird and Magic, right? That's what we agreed on.
Yeah, yep. Pretty sure. Yeah, yep.
Yeah, so that's the number one criteria that you want to know when it comes to whether I'm picking my favorites or the top 10 goats. And again, the difference between favorites and my favorites and the top 10 goats is I have a top 10 of who I like, when that team was playing, I rushed to the TV to catch that game. All right. Those are
Yep.
my top 10 players. You see what I'm saying? Then you got the top 10 GOATs who you can't really disagree. The guys who have uh, so much accolades and chips, championships, you just can't disagree with these guys, right? So that's the difference. My favorite cannot be the top 10 best ever because I might like a particular uh, uh, thing
No,
about
it
a
could, it
player, like
could, it
whether it's
could,
his
it could.
shooting release. I might like how a player, just how a player releases his shot, how he shoots the ball. That might be one of the reasons that I have him in my favorite top 10 players. You know what I mean? What do you think about that, Star?
Yeah, yeah. I agree. I agree. I agree. I agree
Yeah,
with everything.
you know, the other day I was on a show and I was asked who my top 10 is, right? So I think we need to get more specific about the top 10s. When you ask someone who their top 10 is, it should be who their favorite players are, right? And you really can't argue with who
No, no,
someone's
no, no, no,
favorite
no,
player is.
no.
Huh?
No, it's both of them is both of them is kind of weird. You when you actually put a top 10 to say those guys are top 10, that means it's not your top 10. It's what you would think is top 10, right? Because we can't really
Okay.
say, yeah, it's what you think is top 10, not
Yeah, for the
not your
GOAT
top
top 10, right?
10.
For
Yeah,
the GOAT top 10?
yeah, but those guys, they have to have all the accolades, as you say, championships,
Yeah,
MVP, those kind of stuff, right?
exactly.
If they don't got it, you can't put them on the list, man.
True. For the GOAT.
For the gold, yeah.
For my for my favorites, I mean,
For,
my criteria on my favorites, you got to have some championships. I put guys in who I never really watched a lot in my top 10 who weren't really my favorite players to say, but their winning mentality and what they did to the game and how I seen them conquer the game, I had to put them in there. So there are some
Yeah, yeah.
places where, yeah, you know what I mean? I don't know if you have that in your top list where it might be a player that you never really even liked, but you had to put him in your list. Do you have anybody like that in your list?
I, I don't
Don't
really
say the
like.
name. Don't say the name. Save it for. But do you have
Yeah, 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 for sure, for sure.
like
But
guys who you weren't really? It wasn't your, but you're like, man, I got to give it to him.
most of my top guys are like well-known player, really, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's for me. You well-known player. I'm
And
not
what's
not
your
sure about you.
criteria? Like, do they have to have a chip? Do your top five players have to have a championship or not necessarily?
My my
Can
my
it be
my, my top
skills?
my top five. Yeah, they have to have everything.
Mhm.
Yeah,
But
but
is there something you hold over another, like, or is it both? Like, let's say skills versus, like championships or MVPs. Like, is there something you hold higher, or do you put them kind of on the same level? Like, do they kind of just you just decide depending on, or is there something that sticks out? Do you like skills over
yeah,
accolades, or like accolades or both?
both they all have to come together. You know.
Yeah, I totally
Yeah,
agree. I totally agree.
they all have to come together.
Yeah, they all have to come together, and that's pretty much on my list. I kind of balance guys out depending on where, like, you know what I mean. Sometimes winning, I have to put them a little lower because they didn't win enough, you know.
Yeah,
So
even though they might look like they're the best player in the world, but without a championship, you can't really put them up there. You know, you can't really put them up there
very true,
with the rest of the players.
very true, very true. I totally agree. And you know, and I want to ask you another thing too. Like, just be raw with it. Like, is can you do you think someone should can be allowed to change their top 10, and how often? Like, do you think that's possible, or do you think
Yeah.
your top 10 should just be your top 10 forever?
Oh, no, your top 10 cannot be your top 10 forever. It could,
Mm-hmm.
but it cannot too. It's like you watch the game and you might see this player and you look at him good and say, "Wow, I never noticed this player is really really good." Because
Yep,
I
I
think I
totally
think
agree.
I did the same with Kobe.
Okay.
I didn't have Kobe too high, and then now
Hmm.
I'm watching some videos. I'm watching him how he plays. I'm like, yeah, yeah, he's a really good player.
And same thing with LeBron, because the other day you had to slap me upside the head and say, "Look, pay attention to LeBron a little bit closer." Because you know, even though I had him up, later in his career, I didn't watch him as closely later in his career. I watched him more
Hmm.
as a rookie, like when he was in Cleveland when he first started out. But you know,
Yeah,
like you said, I had to go back and look at some things, look at the accolades, look at how much he really played into the championships that he did win. Even though he switched from team to team, he was always a leader in all of those championships, and he was always
yeah.
the go-to guy making the decisions. So I have to give him that, you know.
Well, he's exactly like Jordan. He got all the MVPs for the
Yeah,
championships, right? Yeah,
yeah.
all the MVPs.
That
So
too. That too. That was another thing I had to look at with LeBron, that he got all the MVPs, which is huge. So yeah,
yes,
I
indeed.
mean, that's cool. So what do you say? You wanna go into the top
No, you
tens?
sure go ahead. Go ahead
Okay.
and let me know.
Well, okay. I want to start off with like the goat, right? Not my favorite top tens, but like you said, my opinion on who I think the top 10 goats are, right? And
Exactly.
yeah, other people will have their decision on where they want to place people. You know, they'll
Hmm.
have certain names, and you know, they'll probably laugh, "Oh, you got him here, you got him there." And I'm not really gonna explain too much when it comes to the goats on why I got who, where I got. Maybe in another video, but yeah, we'll just pretty much run down who I think the top 10 goats are. And again, this is starting from Magic and Birds era, so around mid '80s. Yes, Kareem did play in the mid '80s to late '80s, but it was the end of his career, and that's the cutoff point. So we want to put Kareem in the era with the other goats, and we will do our just do looking at that time, right? But right now we're starting with Magic and Bird. Okay,
Exactly. Yeah.
yeah. So, and you could tell me. We'll start. We'll start from 10. You tell me if you feel like okay, you see something where you're like, no, I don't think you should be there, or you think he whatever. So at number 10, I got Isaiah Thomas.
Isaiah
Right.
Thomas.
Yeah, at
Wow.
number 10. And this was raw. Number 10, I didn't really put, like I said, to me, the GOAT,
Yeah,
it's not really, I like the favorite, right? But
this is
yeah,
not your
how
favorite,
do you
eh?
feel about
This
that?
this one is not your favorite. So putting Isaiah Thomas, man, I don't know.
You
This
saying
is
too
not
high? I
your
hear you.
favorite.
I hear you.
Too high
But
is not
that's
your
where I
favorite.
feel to put him. Because, okay, but okay, some people would, Isaiah Thomas is definitely in the top 20.
To tell the truth, if you put Isaiah Thomas, would you put Curry? Which Curry is ranked higher than Isaiah Thomas? I don't care what you said.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Remember, we're only at 10. We're only at 10.
Okay, well,
So
let's keep it going then.
we're, and I haven't said Curry yet. I haven't said
No,
Curry yet,
no,
but
no.
I hear you.
You
You
yeah. Just let you know. The Curry not on the list. Your list. A lot of people is gonna say you have a garbage list. Your list is trash.
I hear you. I hear you. And look, remember this list. And look, I'll take if people want to say, "Yo, this is," but at least I'm being honest on what I feel. This is just pure honesty. It's not based on anybody's. This is just based on where my pure ranking, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that could change. Remember, you said that could change, right? So if
It could
anyone's
change,
gonna
yeah.
change, it could be the 10th player, right? The 10th player is the
Yeah,
more
the
likely one
template
who's going to be.
go in and out, in and out, in and out. You know.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? So I hear you. That's debatable, but whatever. I just squeezed them in because I'm like, you know what? And plus, I wanted to get a player from that generation too, and kind of be
Hmm.
fair with it, right? Because I think if you put, and another thing is, right? I think if you put Isaiah Thomas, and let, is it fair to say that in our top 10? Because when I look at this top 10 that I wrote down, most of these players that I'm looking at can play today. They can dominate today. I, I
Yeah.
didn't I didn't do that on purpose, but when I looked at the list overall, and we'll look at it overall, all the players on the list could play back then and today.
So you
So I
think
think Isaiah Thomas could play today easily because he has the
easily?
speed, he has the dribbling, he's a floor general, he could score. I think he would score today just like how he scored then.
Yeah. If I see him, someone like a Chris Paul. If Chris Paul could play, definitely Isaiah Thomas
Yeah,
should be able to play.
yeah, but I think Isaiah Thomas would give you a cool 20 a game, easy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's true.
you
That's
know.
true.
So yeah, that's one of the reasons why I think he's there. It's because I think he could play in the system today. So number 9, we got Hakeem Olajuwon at number 9. All
Akeem.
right, Hakeem. So
Okay.
you got the footwork. That's the first thing that comes to mind. I love his footwork. Remember, Kobe went to Hakeem for footwork. A lot of guys went to Hakeem for footwork. Hakeem
We
even did some footwork, like ghostwriting. You know how some people do ghostwriting? How Jay-Z wrote for like Dr. Dre.
yeah.
Hakeem gave people some footwork, and he didn't even put his name on it. He said, "You know what, Dory? You don't even have to tell them I showed you that."
I
Yeah.
don't know about that, man. You sure he's
Look,
not
man,
traveling?
when it comes to footwork, especially inside, Hakeem was the model. All right, and that's what I'm saying. A lot of the moves you see, like just like the crossover, right? A lot of people like Iverson's crossover and Tim Hardaway, right? A lot of people
Hmm.
use those moves. It's just like Hakeem. A lot of the moves that Hakeem used, people use today, and they change it up a little bit. They use it.
No, no, nobody's doing the dream shake no more. Dream shake is
No, it's
kind
not
of
just the. It's not just the dream shake. It's not just the dream shake. It's a lot of other things, right? It's especially positioning, just knowing where to be on the court at what time, at what points. You see what I'm saying? It's a lot of stuff, right?
yeah.
Plus, plus. What again? What I'm gonna say is, and just be honest. Do you think Hakeem could play today?
Ah, oh man, yeah, definitely,
Okay,
definitely. More, he could play more than Shaq. I say Shaq. They say Shaq could play, but I don't know. But
that's a good debate. That's a good debate. That's but when we get there, who knows? Shaq might not even be on the list. We'll see when we get there. But when we get there, but I agree with you on that. That I think Hakeem would more translate to today's game than Shaquille would.
exactly, yeah, yeah. That's what I think too.
So I agree there. Okay, so that's 9. So at 8, you
Hmm.
want to take a guess who's at 8?
Eight. Let me see. Uh, Shaq.
No big men. Remember, I ain't got no big men in my 5.
Yeah, you're right.
Remember
You're
that.
right. No big man in your five.
No, no,
Uh,
not sorry, not no big men, no centers, no
yeah.
centers. Like no centers in the 5.
So I'm pretty sure you got um
There's only a
you
couple players that could be.
got you got Dirk. You got Dirk. No?
You know what? I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. I know exactly why, and they'll see why you said Dirk. But
Actually, you said no big man. Dirk is something like a big man.
well, yeah, he's a power forward, but I mean, there's only a couple of big men left in terms of goats, and I can't put Dirk all the way up there. If Dirk was going to be in, he would have been at 10 or 9.
Hmm.
But yeah, so he didn't make the cut.
Okay, so who do you actually have there?
Tim Duncan.
Tim Duncan, eh?
Yep.
Damn.
Tim Duncan, I got at, what's that? That's 8.
Uh-huh.
All right. So I don't know. It's not, I don't know. Look, like I said, honestly, I never really watched Tim Duncan a lot, but I know he's great. He's the best power forward. I don't, people say one of the best, he's the best power forward.
Yeah, that's what I
And
think too. Tim Duncan definitely one of the best.
yeah, a lot of people say one of the best power forwards. He's one of the best, yeah, but people say one of the best power forwards. The only reason why I have him where I have him is because I think he is the best power forward to play the game.
Hmm.
So yeah, so that's why I got Tim Duncan, and his accolades.
Thanks.
It puts him up again, up definitely above Hakeem. Even
Wow, that
possibly Shaq. People would put him with some people got him ahead of Shaq, and that's all
okay.
good
So
for
so
them.
so so so, so basically, you're trying to all the centers. You have to get them all before the five before the five number, right?
Yeah,
Because you
yeah,
yeah you said that there's no center in your top five,
in my
right?
top 5, and a lot of people don't like
Yeah,
that,
no
and that's
center.
okay. It's okay for them. I'm not. Hey, that's just my preference of the where I'm placing the goats. All right, that's just my how I'm placing them. Right.
Sure. Do the next one.
Number what's that? Number 7, right?
Mm-hmm.
Number 7 is my guy Shaquille O'Neal, who I think is the best center. In my opinion, that's the best center. That's my favorite center. So it's
Hmm.
a mix of my favorite. Plus, I'm allowed to put him in there because he is a goat, right? Dominant.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
one of the most dominant inside. You know, I bought Shaq shoes, or my mom bought me Shaq shoes. Right? I wore his shoes. People said I look like Shaq, so that gives people a hint, maybe what I
Because
look like
you're
a
big
little
like
bit.
Shaq. That's why, man.
Yeah, yeah. People say I look like him too. So and I love Shaq. I love Shaq. Plus, he played on Orlando, my favorite team,
Yeah.
with Penny Hardaway, my favorite player, and Shaq is just my favorite center all time.
Wow.
So people can say what they want. Like he has a lot of weaknesses. He has a lot of weaknesses to where I got embarrassed, man. Because the hack of Shaq. Let's
Oh.
not, we all know about the hack of Shaq, right?
Yep. Yep.
But it was tough to ride with Shaq in the hack of Shaq days when they're like, "Oh, let's just foul Shaq." It's like, man, Shaq, hit
Shaq.
them
Shaq.
free throws, man. But that's
Yeah.
embarrassing, bro. To
They,
say,
they,
yo,
they,
let's just foul Shaq. Like that's a strategy.
yeah. Just take him out at the end of the game, eh? When it's the end of the game, you gotta take him out.
Foul him because he's gonna shoot and miss the shots.
Yeah. They still do that with a lot of people now. So
Yeah, but it started with
Shaq
Shaq,
actually
which
changed
is
the game.
embarrassing. It's
Yeah.
embarrassing.
He was the first. He was the first. You know.
And that's one of the reasons why people will debate about centers. But there you go. When it comes to a center, it's not easy for a center to. That's why I don't got centers in my top five because they can't really create for themselves. They need someone to help create for them.
Yeah.
They're
If
limited
you
in
give.
terms of creating points for themselves,
Yeah. If
especially
you
in a
give.
time like today. If you can't
Mm-hmm.
create for yourself, and that's what you said about Shaq, right? You said Shaq, you don't think you could put him in today. I think you could because he's so dominant inside. He'll just dunk on everybody.
That
He'll
easy, eh?
just
You
dunk
think
on
so?
everybody. He could score 25 points just inside
Well, how come we haven't got any Shaq in so long?
because he's one of a kind. He's one of a kind, man. Who's the closest to Shaq? I don't even know. I
Kwame
don't
Brown.
even know, to tell you the truth. Who?
Kwame Brown.
Oh my gosh. Hey, yo, let me tell you something, though. Here's a fun fact. Here's a fun fact. And I'm going to tell you something. I can't disrespect Kwame Brown for one reason. You want to guess what that one reason is?
Why that? Jordan.
Brown, Kwame Brown and me were
Yeah,
born on the same exact day. That's a fun fact. Yeah, you can laugh.
yeah,
You're allowed to
yeah,
laugh.
yeah.
I'll give you that
Nothing wrong.
because I don't even
Yeah,
think you knew that. But look, the same day I came into this world, Kwame
yeah,
Brown came into the world. The same exact day.
same exact day.
So
So not.
I'm not gonna if people want to do their research, if they're listening, they could go check. But the same exact day that Kwame Brown entered the world, I entered the same day he did. Okay. So
Yeah. Hey, it's the same
I
month.
gotta, even though he's the bus for life or whatever, I gotta respect him,
Well. Thank God he's not in at the same day as me. He's too trash.
Come
Too
on, man.
garbage. I don't want him to
Don't
born
be
on the
mean,
same day
man.
as
Don't
mine.
be mean, man. He's not far off, just a few days and a few years. But look, like I said, not a few years. We entered the world the same exact day. Not a few
You,
years, not a few days, the same exact day we came in the world
you guys are the
the
same
same
age.
time. So
Are you telling me you're
that's
the
what I'm
same
saying.
age?
The same day we came into the world together
Wow,
on the
the
same
same
day.
the same age. The same not he's not younger than you.
No, bro, that's what I'm saying. That's why I want to get it. Make sure people understand.
Yeah,
We
because
came
you
into the world the same exact day.
you
I'm
guys
not
born.
saying that they could go do their research, whatever. But
Yeah,
when I came into the world, Kwame, I don't know what time.
bro. A different timing
I
is
don't know if it
that's
was
all.
8 o'clock or a.m. or I think I came in the night. Maybe he came in the morning. I don't know. but we
Hey,
came the same exact day.
wow, yeah,
When I
that's
checked that out, I seen that because bus life. I'm like, what? I looked, I see, what the? We were born on the same day. I'm like, what the
so what guy? What? Why are you too trash? You
hell?
garbage.
Yo, he's still an NBA player. I don't care. You know what? I ain't even mad. I'm happy. The man made the NBA.
Yeah, that's big enough. That's big
And
enough.
what didn't he come in? What pick? What pick was he? He
Number
was
one.
first. No, yeah. Wow. That's
Yeah, it
crazy.
was one.
Hey,
Yeah,
well, number one pick, born on the
number
same
one.
day.
Yeah, it just
I'm proud. I'm proud.
proud, eh? Hey, I wish it was you instead of him. But he had a okay career still.
Yeah,
It wasn't verse,
but I
verse,
guess,
verse. But
yeah,
he had,
but
he
I
had
guess
a,
because he was what number one, people give him a lot of heat.
yeah,
Hey,
number
who
one.
was the Canadian player that we had going number one? What was his
Oh
name?
my gosh. Oh, where's he in China?
I don't even know, man. I don't even remember his name.
What
Bennett,
is
something Bennett.
Bennett? Bennett, yeah. You see,
Bennett, our number one player, and Wiggins was supposed to be our first number one Canadian, and they let
yeah,
Bennett go in before him, which was just embarrassing.
for real, for
And
real.
it took Wiggins' clout a little bit. But anyway, we got off track a little bit, but
Okay, yeah, yeah. Let's get back. Let's get back to the next. So you had
yeah,
Shaq, I guess,
I
right?
destroyed my pen. I just destroyed my pen, so and I can't find. Okay, let me see. Give me one sec. Okay. Okay, so Shaq. We had Shaq at seven.
Yeah.
Shaq at seven.
We had number
Six.
six now.
Larry Bird.
Larry Bird,
Larry Bird.
he's still there. Larry Bird is still.
Yeah, yeah, he's still there.
People actually still choose him.
Well, hey, but what do you want me to do? You want me to okay? 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 Where should I have? You're saying I should have him outside of the top 10?
I'm not saying nothing, man. I'm not saying nothing.
No, just go on
Uh,
your opinion. We don't care what people think. Who cares about them? Me and you are talking. Where do you think? How do you feel?
well,
Should I have him a little lower, closer to
remember
10,
when
or outside of 10?
when Larry Bird was playing, right? What age you were at that when he was playing? You probably was like 10.
Very young. I barely ever watched any of his games. Barely ever.
Yeah, but that's our cutoff. Our cutoff is Larry Bird and Magic.
Yeah.
Uh, hey, he's a good player. I seen a lot of video. He seemed like a good player to me, man. You know
And
what I'm saying?
he could play. And remember the criteria. Can he
He
play
could
today?
shoot.
Can he
Uh,
play today? Just be honest. If you want, you could run some of his highlights a little bit. This is for educational purposes, fair use.
no, I don't. Of course, he could play today. He's a shooter. Any shooter could play today.
And
It's a
he
shooting
could
league.
dribble the ball. He could dribble the ball. He could pass the ball.
It's a shooting
He's
league.
6'8".
Defense is not that bad. I'm pretty sure not that
Yeah,
bad.
not that bad. Not he wasn't atrocious. He could play in some good system defense. He's a system guy. He believes in the system. So he'll play that defense based on effort, right? To make sure he's gonna win the game. Right?
Yeah,
Effort defense, right?
he could play in this league now in this NBA.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, and remember, like you said, you asked me a good question. How much of Larry Bird did I watch? To be honest, not a lot. Very little. Like I said, me and Kwame Brown were born on the same day. So you will see how old I was when Larry Bird was playing. And I didn't get to see a lot of his. But I can see from what I seen, I can
Hmm.
put him here today, and I think he would still dominate. He'd still be top player in the league.
Yeah, yeah. Just by looking at the list, Bird is there. If you look at the videos that I'm showing you,
Mm-hmm.
he's on most of the videos. I'm not as top players in the league. He's there.
And right here, this thing here, they got him at 5. And remember, we don't have any, like, he's the cutoff point. Him and Magic are the cutoff point. So all those
Okay.
other guys, Bill Russell, Wilt Chamberlain, they're
Yeah,
not going to be in this. They're not going to be in this.
yeah,
Those
yeah.
guys will get something to themselves. They'll get a whole criteria and an era that dedicated to them. We won't
Hmm.
cheat them. We want to see what they really did in their era. We don't want to
Yeah,
mix them up with this era.
exactly. Don't compare them to people that's playing right now. It's completely
That's
different, man.
cheating them. That's cheating them in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, stuff that they have now is way different from back then, man.
Yeah, it's different. So we'll deal with the era and we'll get into the criteria another time. Like you said, we spoke earlier and we said this is not our thing. This is not what we, we're just having fun tonight. You know what I mean? And we just decided to go into this stuff, but it's not really what we do, right? But
Hmm.
anyway, yeah. So let's move on. So that was number 6, right? So we're on to
Yeah,
number 5.
five.
Number 5.
Number
So
five is
we're
gonna be
top 5.
all shooting guard, right?
Pretty much going to be scores, going to be, you know what I mean? Like I said, I don't have only centers, not so I said big men by accident, but only centers I do not have in my top 5, right?
Hmm.
I might not have power forwards either or whatever, but we'll see, right? But like I said, it was only centers because centers, you could name me any center in the league that ever played. And even if you said Kareem, which we do not have here, because like I said, he didn't make the era that we're dealing with, right? But even if you said Kareem, they're all limited in terms of how they can score. That's why I would never put a center in my top 5. And scoring is
Yeah,
it's the most important thing when it to me.
yeah, especially back in the 80s or 70s or whatever. Those guys couldn't even use their right hand to dribble the ball.
That's what I mean. It's so advanced. It's so much different. Like it's just like a car. We always go back to that, to the Mercedes Benz. If you
Yeah,
go back to the Mercedes Benz back in the 70s and you compare that to what you got now in 2023, it's going to
totally
be
different,
totally
man.
different. And it should
Yeah,
be like that. It
those guys
should
would
be.
be dribbling the ball and looking at the ball at the same time. I
That
don't know if
too. That too.
I don't know if they have all the
And
skill
that's
from now.
and yeah, and that's the thing. That's one of the things that you teach a kid at 8 years old now, how to dribble without looking at the ball. Now they're
Yeah,
learning how to do that at 8. At 8 years
I
old,
know.
they're learning how to dribble the ball without looking. So if
Yep.
any player who's 8 years old, who's supposed to be in a serious camp or supposed to be taken seriously in terms of his career, at 8 years old, he's learning how to dribble without looking at the ball. And I've seen it. I've been to these camps. I know what's happening.
Hmm.
So yes, that's what they're doing, and you're right. It's more advanced, and that's what we do as humans. We should be proud. We advance. We're not where we are at the 70s. We have cell phones, we have smartphones, smart TVs, and that's how the NBA is. The NBA is much more advanced.
Yeah. Mm,
Yeah, the,
everything is that advanced right now, still.
yeah, yeah, man.
For sure.
So number 5, you wanna guess who's at number 5? You probably already know. You should know.
Number five, Kobe. Kobe. You can't put Kobe any higher than five. Eh, eh,
Well, I know you would like to put, and I get it, but yeah, I totally get it, yeah, but no, because remember, I made the list. If you made the list, I know Kobe would be at 5, but you wanted me to make the list, so
yeah, yeah.
so since you wanted me to make the list, unfortunately, Kobe's not at number 5.
Kobe not at
Okay,
five.
so
I guess you're gonna put LeBron, right? Because you're like a LeBron hater a
no, and
little
some
bit.
people, I'm not gonna let people do what I'm not gonna, I'm just gonna be fair with LeBron. I'm not gonna let other people's opinion uh make my judgment on LeBron. My judgment on LeBron is just based purely on my judgment of LeBron. So I chose to be
Mhm.
fair with him. But no, I don't have LeBron at 5. I have Steph Curry at number 5.
Wow, really? I like that.
Yep.
I like that. I'm
You
shocked.
helped
I'm
me with
shocked.
that one. You helped me with that one.
Yeah, remember I said if you have Isaiah Thomas at number 10, then you
Mhm.
gotta have Curry. Gotta be
True.
over Isaiah Thomas. You have to
Yeah,
be
you
over.
did say that, and I didn't want to give it up, right? So I want to,
Uh-huh.
but you said that, and you're correct. I mean, Curry, we don't need to get into the accolades and what he does. He's changed the game.
Change the game. Right now the NBA it's definitely Curry's game, 3-pointer.
Yeah,
Everybody
three
shooting three.
pointer. You
Yeah,
know,
the
him and Clay
center is shooting
Thompson,
three.
the Splash Brothers. You know, there's epic what they did. You know, the Splash Brothers, two guys
Yeah,
just giving you that work from the 3 point line from half court. Like, you know what I
yeah,
mean?
man.
Shooting the three and turning around and not looking. Like, what are we talking about? This is totally insane. And Curry's still playing, and you know, you got to give credit to guys who make the list and they're still playing.
hmm
Because
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
talking about goats, goat, 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 and the man's still playing. He's still playing. He just won a chip a couple of years ago.
I know.
You see what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
just a
So,
year ago.
and he's already on the GOAT list. You got to give credit to guys who are on the GOAT list and they're not even done playing.
I
And they're
know.
that
Yeah.
high up. Five, in my opinion, five,
You
right?
you, you
And
you
he
think
played
he's
on one
you,
team.
you think he's gonna ever win a next championship? I
And
don't know.
yeah, well, I hope he does. And in my opinion, I don't think he really needs to. I don't think he, in in my book,
Okay,
because
so
what matters to me about Curry is loyalty. That's one thing. Like you know, I'm not gonna tear up, but I could tear up when I start talking about like things like loyalty, uh, wearing one jersey, winning all your chips, what like, and that's like, and Curry's the only guy left doing that. He's the only
so
guy who was drafted with a Golden State jersey when all
hmm
his and he's still wearing that jersey. And
so
that's one of the big reasons. On top of all the stuff, yeah, you know, he shoots from half court, yeah. But just wearing that jersey for your whole career just means so much to me. It means a lot.
okay, so where are you at now? You're at number 3, right? So
No,
so
Curry is number five.
Curry number 5.
Yeah, Curry was number five. Curry
Okay,
was
okay,
because we had Bird at six, Shaq at seven, Duncan eight. Yeah, Curry's number five.
okay. All right. So who do you have next?
So we're at number four.
Number 4. Uh, it gotta be Kobe. I don't think Kobe had to. That seemed like it's Kobe's place to me.
I hear you, man. But remember what I said. You asked me to make the list. Did you
Yeah,
make
yeah.
one? No, you
No,
didn't make
no.
one. You said you want me to make the list. I made the list, and Kobe's name has not come up yet. All right, Kobe's
Okay,
name has
so
not come up yet.
who do you
So
actually have,
you
man?
want to take it?
Who do you
Or
have?
you want me to just? Okay, I got LeBron James
What?
at number four.
Go James? Go James? Come on,
Hmm?
go James.
Okay. Well,
I thought. You see
what's
the
your
problem?
argument? Because I hear it. Look, and I had to place him. I had to. It was a long road, man. It's been 2 months. It's been 2 months. It is the whole off season. You know about LeBron James. I had to look at LeBron James, and I said, yeah, you know what? You know, most points. You know, he's still playing at his age, 20 years, dominant. Like, yeah, man. Like triple doubles. Like just a arsenal of. But he's up there. He's
Bro,
up there. What do you want me to
I,
say?
I,
He's there.
I
He's
thought I
at
already
four.
cook you. I already cook you to say he's better than Kobe.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear
Is
you.
it your
And
favorite? Or what you think the
it's
favorite
still
is?
a good debate. It's still a good debate. But
I
I'm
know
just telling
debate
you.
is debate is with Jordan and not with Kobe. He's already past Kobe already.
But
He should be doing with.
okay. So okay, my argument to that, right, is some of the professional, some of your best. Let's not name names because we don't. This is quick takes. We'll do that on the quick takes. You can admit that a lot of players in the league that you respect and I respect have Kobe ahead of LeBron. Is that not correct?
Uh, yeah, that kind of happened when he died, but before he died,
No, that's not
his
true.
name
That is not true.
was
It's
not be
kind of
on the list.
mixed. That is not true at all. Nope, not NBA players. You're talking about people who comment on the game, whether they're professional or podcasters,
I'm
but
talking
people who
ESPN,
played the game. No,
ESPN.
wait, I'm telling you because I know this for sure. This is fact that there's many players who've played the game and always had Kobe ahead of LeBron. Because you remember, they're playing with LeBron. To them, Kobe was an OG. A lot of these guys are still, LeBron's still playing. So a lot of these guys don't look at LeBron as a king to them because they play with him. They're his competition. So
Yeah,
even
yeah,
if you
yeah.
say they're
I
being
could see that.
biased, they look more up to Kobe because Kobe is like an OG to them.
Yeah, because
Kobe
they
kind of
grow up watching Kobe. They grow up watching Kobe, so
exactly.
they
They
know more
more,
about
they use more of his arsenal moves and stuff like that. So some of the players that we will, whether it's Durant, some of your best players would say they got Kobe over LeBron because they still play against LeBron. You see
it.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Kobe's on a different level to them. They don't look at like LeBron to them. He's like on their level, like Durant and all those guys. He doesn't look at. They don't look at it like how we look at it. You see what I'm saying? And that's kind of what plays into where I have him too. You see what I'm saying? It's plus he's
Yeah.
still playing. He's still playing. And
Yeah, you.
remember, mhm,
Mhm. I think you probably appreciate him more when he retired, right?
that too. That too. Thank you for saying that. Thank you for saying that because, like I said, just not too long ago, you have to give credit to players who are on a GOAT list and they're still playing the game. That
Right
means
now
a
we only have
whole
two.
lot, huh?
Yeah, right now we only have two. That's Curry and LeBron. That's on
That's
the
it. And
list.
they're still playing.
So
That
playing
is
and
that
you're
is
on the list.
tremendous. They can still do a whole lot of. They could do a lot. Braun could win a chip this
No, they
year.
could
His
win two
team
more
looks
chips.
pretty good. They just added Christian Woods.
Exactly. Yeah.
He could
Yeah.
win another chip,
Sure. Yeah.
right? That moves him up. That moves. So I'm not gonna put him up there. Let him earn that. Let him earn
Yeah.
that. I'm not gonna put him up there. No. And you're right. I debated it. Then no, that's where I got him at 4. So if he wants, he could earn that. Curry could earn that too. So it's between Curry and LeBron. Who's gonna climb up that list?
Yeah. So they could move up or move down, right?
Yep.
Okay. So who do you have at number three?
At number 3, I got because you're not gonna interrupt me. I thought you would interrupt me and say you gotta have this guy, Magic Johnson.
Ooh, Magic, eh? Magic.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I didn't know Magic would have been so high.
You know. Okay. Yeah, and you know why? You want to know why?
Uh
I
huh.
love one of my best positions aside from shooting guard because I love to watch scoring. I love to see someone put the ball in the basket and the different ways they could put the ball in the basket.
But
But
Magic
aside
doesn't.
from that, huh?
Yeah, I'm saying go ahead, go ahead, go ahead,
Yeah,
go ahead
no.
and talk.
Aside from that, one of the positions I respect the most is the point guard position.
Yeah, that's
And it doesn't get enough recognition, in my opinion. And honestly, I think they don't respect what a point guard does for his team and Magic is the example of that. And he has the accolades, he has the chips. He's the best point guard ever, the best point guard ever.
Okay, okay. I guess
So I had to
Curry have
put him
work to
up
do.
there.
Yeah, Curry
Yeah,
has
I mean, and like
a
I
lot of work
said,
to do, right?
Curry could win another chip. He could earn that, right? And then we could come back to the table and discuss it again, right?
I don't agree with that. I think Curry's better than Magic.
No,
Cause,
and
'cause-
hey, and how many does Curry have? What, 4 or 5? And remember, the thing is too, like, there's debates about Curry and Durant, and I don't really go with that. Like, who carried who. I don't do that. I don't know about you, but I don't do about who carried who. And to me, Curry is just as important as Durant was in all of those championships.
no, 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 no. Thing was more important. Curry was definitely more important than Durant.
Yeah, but
Definitely, there's
to me,
no.
I think it's kind of nitpicking. I think it's kind of nitpicking, but
No, it's
everybody has
already
their opinion.
it's already proven. It's already proven already. He leaves and he win the next championship. Tell you already.
Well,
No debating
like I
that.
said, if you think Durant's on the list, because we already got to three, Durant's not there, Curry's there, so you already know how I feel about that. But at the end of the day, it is what it is.
Uh-huh, uh-huh. Yes, I got it. I
At the
got
end
it.
of the
I
day,
got
it
it.
is what it is.
Uh-huh. So what do you have next, man? Yeah,
Kobe
number two.
being, yep, Kobe
Ooh,
being Bryant.
what? What? Kobe.
Yep.
Kobe.
And you know why? Okay, I'll admit maybe my feelings are involved. I don't care. So what? Maybe it's pure just being. Because okay, let's be honest.
Groupie.
Be honest. What's happened in the last month or so? Didn't we have? Wasn't there some issues going on? Rated R Sports had a topic about Kobe being the second best ever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Be honest, right? Take I didn't take a side really. I was like, it's interesting. Because
Yeah.
I kind of felt like that, but I was like, and then I let you put the LeBron thing, and it's an easy debate. It's an easy debate. I'm not mad at people who got LeBron over Kobe. I'm not mad at all. I'm not mad at that at all. I'm not mad. I don't
Can't
think
be
that's a
mad.
problem if you got LeBron over Kobe.
No, no.
I don't think that's a problem.
Hey, once you once you once once you're talking about you, it's good. To me to say he's gonna be in the top 20. Kobe's at least in the top 20, and anybody you could talk about in the top 5 to top 20, it's still a good man.
Yeah, and hey, like I said, but look, and there's one thing Shaq said it. The one thing we could use a lot of arguments, but let's keep it simple. Shaq said you got Jordan, and then you got the closest thing to Jordan, which is Kobe, and that's the
Yeah,
same thing. Rated R, when on Rated R Sports, when he mentioned that, I agreed with that. You got the closest thing to who we say is the
no,
best player ever. No one has
no,
anybody close to Jordan.
the closest thing to Jordan play. That's what it is. The way Jordan play,
No, no,
Kobe,
no,
Kobe,
no. It's not. No, that's not it.
Kobe is the
So okay,
closest.
so you're okay. Let me. Okay, so you're
I
saying
agree
just
with
how
you.
he plays? No,
Just how he
okay. Let's
plays.
let's
That's it.
only how he plays, right?
That's it. That's all. He's the closest to our Jordan play. He's not the closest to say to what Jordan accomplished. He's the closest to our Jordan play. That's it.
Okay. My
Yeah.
opinion, right? There's two things. The game, fine. That's a part of it, but it's nowhere near the biggest part of it. To me, the biggest part of it is the mentality. Okay? So
Well,
let's really get into this. Let's really get into this, right? The mentality towards the game.
Mm-hmm.
You said it was only based on how they play, but I say no. I say Kobe, the Mamba mentality, right? That is a slang. If you say Mamba mentality today, everybody knows what you're talking about. No different from the Jordan brand, no different from a Jordan shoe. If you say Mamba mentality, if people don't know what you're talking about, they don't know nothing about basketball.
A lot of people probably don't
Mamba
know
mentality,
Mamba mentality.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's a slang. That's like a slang. That in basketball. Anybody who plays a game of basketball would know what Mamba mentality. They know that's Kobe Bryant.
Hey, yeah, I
That's the
guess you're right.
mentality towards the game. And when Jordan came in, Kobe was all for it. Kobe was all for it. He wanted every bit of it. Jordan's playing, put me on. Fuck that, put me on. Even if he was coming off the bench. Jordan's playing, I gotta play. What are you talking about? Jordan's playing, I gotta play Jordan. I gotta beat Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I look up to him, I gotta beat him. I could actually, he's here right now. I want to beat him. Put me on, coach. What are you doing? All-Star game? Oh, Jordan? Yo, I gotta outplay Jordan. I gotta beat Jordan.
Yeah. Hey.
And
Mm.
who could actually say, who could actually in their breath talk like that? Like, I'm gonna beat Jordan. And Jordan actually had to say like, okay, you think Jordan? What does Jordan think? Who
I'm
does
t-
Jordan think the closest to him is? Who?
Hey, stop with this Kobe talk, man. Kobe
Okay,
is
fine.
in
Okay,
this
that's my last question. That's my
Kobe.
last question.
Kobe.
That's my last question, and I'll end it. Right? Who do
I
you
don't want to
think
disrespect
Jordan thinks
Kobe,
the closest?
but Kobe. I think Ray Allen, Paul Pierce, um,
Okay,
Iverson,
okay. You know
Vince
what?
Carter.
Let's be fair.
They're the
Let's be
same
fair.
kind of
Let's
bracket
okay.
of skill.
All right.
They,
No, no.
they,
All
they they
right.
just don't
Fine.
got the help. So we
Fine.
could
All right.
save this
Look,
for
let
next
me
day.
let me fast forward it then. Let me just fast forward it then. To be fair,
Sure.
okay, fine. That could change. Okay, that could change. That's changeable. All right, it's very changeable. But like I said, you asked me to make the list. That's where I have Kobe. All
No,
right.
no, no. It's okay. I put Kobe high too.
Yeah, it's debatable.
Uh,
It's
yeah.
debatable. But I hear you. If you want to move on, we could do that. It's not a problem. You know.
So what do we have number one? Vince Carter, right?
Nah. Not Vince Carter. You know it's not Vince Carter. All right.
The number one is
Because
kind of
there's
non-debatable.
players who, I mean, okay, let me just be real. Stephon Marbury. Ah,
uh,
man. Yo, Michael
Shit.
Jordan's the best player ever, bro. We already know that, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Nobody's list doesn't have Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan, and
He's the
You know how he's the best player ever because he wasn't my. I wanted to beat Jordan. I'm like, yo, every team I wanted the Knicks to beat Jordan. I wanted what's his name? Starks. What's his name? John Starks.
John Starks. Yeah, next.
John
Yeah,
Starks and Ewing. Reggie Miller. Penny
Allen
Hardaway.
Houston.
Allen Houston, come on, beat this guy. Nobody could beat Jordan.
That's
Nobody.
that's the greatest
Right?
man. Great,
Yeah,
great.
you know what I mean? And I know that because I was always trying to beat him. I'm like, just beat this guy because I'm the underdog guy. And like, honestly, Kobe, and we're not onto favorites yet. We're not even onto favorites. This is just GOATs. This is not my favorite, right? But Jordan and Kobe weren't my favorites. I was always trying to beat Jordan and Kobe. Always.
Kobe's your favorite. To the way you talk about Kobe,
No.
and you
Okay,
defending
when we
Kobe,
talk about my
top line.
favorites, then we'll see. Okay, when we do my favorites, because remember what I said. Remember I told you my favorites is
Mhm.
gonna surprise you then. My favorites is gonna surprise you because it's nowhere clear. I only have Kobe at 2 as a goal. He's
Mhm.
not close to that in my favorites.
Wow.
That's what's so amazing about this show about a favorites versus goats. It's so different because Kobe is not even close to that high.
Wow. So your favorite is
So it's
all
gonna
time
be
player.
interesting. But that's what we're gonna get into. We're gonna get into the favorites next. But
Okay.
Michael Jordan is the he's just yeah. I mean, you know, like I
Yeah.
said, he wasn't my best player. I was always trying to beat him. See that guy on the screen? I was like, beat this guy. Somebody got to beat him,
Can't beat him, man.
and I
Nobody's
couldn't.
beating
There's
him.
nobody. I even got desperate. You want to know how desperate I got to wanting to beat Jordan?
Mm-hmm.
Listen to how
Oh,
desperate I wanted to beat Jordan.
let me guess. You play against him on a video game and try to beat him on the video game.
That too. I was playing with the Magic. I used the Magic to try and beat Jordan at Live 96, Live 95. I used the
Wow.
Magic. But okay, other than that, you know how desperate I got, man? I was like, Utah. Come on, Utah.
Utah, eh?
Stockton. If you beat Jordan, you're the best point guard ever. Yo, if Stockton and Malone could have won a chip against Jordan,
Yeah,
yo,
yeah.
we'd have to discuss Stockton and Malone. But
I
because they
know.
couldn't get one, they couldn't even get Jordan's like, nah, bruh. Byron, whatever, what's his name? They
Scott.
said it was a push, gave him that little cross, that
Oh yeah,
sweet
yeah, yeah,
cross,
yeah.
and bang.
Yeah, with that one crossover. They said push him, but no, I don't think he
He
pushed.
didn't really put, nah, even if he did, too bad.
Yeah, you
Bang.
can't think.
He hit the shot. Yeah, right. It was it right there. That was a shot right there. Bang. But yeah, that's it. We ended it right there because they just showed the shot. That was it right there. They showed it. And that's
Yeah,
Michael Jordan.
MJ,
And like
MJ.
you said, right? Let's say what you said too. Remember what was another thing you said? Huh?
What was
What's in
that?
it? What?
What was that? I forgot.
Clean. Clean. His
Clean. Yeah.
record
Oh
is
yeah.
clean. Clean
Clean.
sheet.
Clean sheets. Six
Three
for six.
straight.
Yeah. Three straight.
Take a break.
Next
Come
three
back.
straight.
Three again.
Nobody can beat that, man. It's impossible. You
Yeah.
miss one time, it's over. So
Yeah.
every time you go to the final, you gotta make sure you're winning. Unless you can't be in the same list as Jordan, you know.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
it, man.
it can't be the same list as Jordan if you lose once.
Yeah. So that's it, man. We're an hour into the show. We just did what half? We did half. We're
Yeah,
still okay. We're okay. We're okay to close it to finish our favorites.
yeah, we could do this one quick. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. So
You want me to do mine quick? I'll do mine quick.
yeah, yeah. Do yours quick. Yeah. So you got 10 or 5?
Uh, five. I don't wanna think. I'm gonna do mine quick. My
Okay.
my number one player.
Mm.
Number one is
Wait. Oh, okay, you already put it. I was gonna
I'm
say you should start from 5.
no no no
I was
no
gonna say
no
you should
no
start
no.
from 5. But okay, all
I'm
right,
uh,
no
I'm
problem. All
I'm
right,
doing the number one.
yeah,
That's
do
my
it your
number
way.
one.
Oh
Yeah.
shit, that's look that dunk,
I don't
bro.
think
Can we even
it,
talk? Let's talk about that dunk though, man. That dunk over a man. That guy was like what 7 foot tall or something.
mhm. It seems like you don't even appreciate Vince that the way that most of us in Toronto does it. It
You're
seems
right.
like
You're right.
look at all these moves. I mean, Jordan is not coming close to this guy. Nobody in the NBA come close to this guy in the way the man play.
You're
Look at
fair.
the guy play.
I'll give you that. Yeah, you're fair on that because maybe you're right. Maybe I don't appreciate Carter, and maybe
You
he'll
don't
move up
appreciate
on
it.
my list. You're right.
This guy could have done everything, left, right.
Yeah, but the mentality, man, the mentality. Even if he just borrowed some of the Mamba mentality, like just a
Hey,
little bit of it, he'd be like,
put it
yeah,
like
he's
this.
probably the best player ever.
Everything come easy to Vince. I heard one time they said Kobe. One of Kobe people were telling him they wish he was like Vince, and they keep on teasing Kobe. Vince is better than you. Vince is better than you. Kobe have to work extra
Athletically,
hard. No,
athletically though.
everything. I'm talking at the beginning
Uh,
before the NBA, before the NBA.
well,
I
okay,
mean,
I can't. Yeah, there's only I don't know.
scouting
Mhm.
players for player. Vince Carter and Kobe. Everybody would have picked Vince over Kobe if you put Vince in the draft. Well, Kobe was.
Uh, that's where it
You,
gets sketchy. It gets real
it
sketchy
cannot
there.
get
It gets
sketchy.
real sketchy.
Sketchy.
You
What do you
know,
mean
you want to know
sketchy?
why? Because, well, because where Kobe, remember, Kobe came in more raw than Vince.
If
Like, you know,
I'm just
so
telling you, if
like I
Vince
said,
and Kobe go in
the
the same draft,
mentality,
I'm
the
not talking.
mentality.
I'm not talking a finishing
Mhm.
product like what you know already. I'm talking back in those days. If Vince and Kobe go into the same draft, you pick Vince first before Kobe. Kobe wasn't even
Who,
picked
me or
highly.
you? Well,
Everybody in
if
the
you
thing.
did, no, but you're right, because if you didn't know what was gonna happen,
Yeah.
then you would have took them. You would have took
Yes.
Vince at the point where he was in his college versus Kobe at his high school. Then
High
you would have
school.
took Vince, obviously.
That's all I'm saying is obvious. It's obvious
Yeah, at
because
that point in their careers, at that
no
point in their
no.
career,
It's because
Kobe coming out
he
of
could do
high
more.
school as an 18-year-old,
Yeah, he could do
Vince
more.
playing for
Vince
North
Carter would do
Carolina,
more.
playing for a system, learning how to play. How many years didn't he play? 2 years, at least 2 years for North
2 years, yeah,
Carolina, I think.
2 years in North Carolina at least. Yeah,
Right, so you learned a little bit that refined him a little bit. Kobe was raw, right?
Kobe was raw.
Look,
Kobe's
I'm not.
raw.
You're right. Look. Uh, Vince in terms of skills, man. Vince is up there, honestly. If you wanted to talk about skills, that's what I mean. That's a whole criteria, right? If you want to talk
Hmm.
about skills criteria, I got Vince very high. We'll talk about that in terms of skills, in
You
terms
know
of scoring and
you
how to
don't have
score
Vince
the ball.
too high, man.
Well, we're just talking about favorites. We're talking about favorites, right? And you got Vince at number one. And hey, look, remember, we can't argue with favorites. So I'm going to be fair. I can't argue with your favorite. And I
that's my
love
favorite.
Vince. I love Vince. I'm a Toronto. We're Toronto. We're both Toronto. We love Toronto. We're both in Toronto, currently speaking in the city of Toronto. And of
Yeah,
course, Vince is like, we'll discuss Vince. Don't worry, I got Vince somewhere. But you're right. I don't got him close to where you got him. But we'll discuss that. We'll discuss that. But let's continue on. 'Cause
okay, so
we'll
we just
discuss
use
that
Vince.
later on.
It's just mine. Vince,
So
David.
two, because you already started with your best. So who you got at
Yeah,
two?
so we go Vince number one. Number two is David Robinson.
Okay, David Robinson. Okay, yeah. And
Okay,
how
and
many tips? How many chips does he have?
same. He has maybe 3 championship. David Robinson. But it's not
Okay,
about
okay.
championship though. It's not really about championship. That's
It's
my
not
favorite
only
player growing up.
championships. I know he's a good player. You're right. I just wanted to
Yeah,
know, just to know. Yeah, it hasn't. Yeah, but
I think what
David Robinson,
Duncan have
he's a
four
good
or
player.
he got 2 or 3. I'm not sure. Maybe 2 or 3. I forgot.
I think Duncan has five. Duncan has about
Duncan have
five.
5. Duncan have
Yeah,
5. Wow. You see,
yeah, Duncan has five.
that's why I put Duncan right behind him. Duncan, right there.
Oh, and you got Duncan. So you got okay. So you got Carter. And remember, that's your favorite. Let people know that's your favorite. These are our favorites. These are who are. This is our who we like, right? So you got Carter. You got Carter. Then David Robinson. Then
Yeah,
Tim Duncan.
Tim
Three.
Duncan, right on the yeah,
Okay.
right
And
on
then
the
so who
yeah.
you got at four?
At four. Who should I put at four now? Let me see. Let me see. You know what? I like Melo,
Yeah.
Carmelo
Oh,
Anthony.
I'm glad you put him up there because because
You guys,
we'll talk about
you
that when it's my turn. But thank you, yeah,
you
because
guys don't like
I
him.
love Melo,
Yeah,
man.
I'm gonna put him up there. I like Melo.
Yeah, Melo's.
Yeah,
I
I
got
like.
him. I got him. I don't got him up there, but I'm glad you put him up there. I'm glad because you know what I mean. And you're only doing five, so you're shortening it, right?
Yeah, I'm
And if
sure.
I did
Yeah.
5, I would want to squeeze Melo. I would be like, if I was only doing a 5, I would be mad that Melo didn't get in there because Melo, it would bother me if I didn't get Melo in there. But that's why I got 10. That's why I got 10. But yeah, okay. So you got 5.
You know what? I'm gonna put I'm gonna put things inside Kevin Durant, free Jordan and
Oh
those guys. Kevin
yeah,
Durant. I like watching
yo,
KD
yeah.
play.
And you surprised me. You surprised me, man. Thank you, bro. I'm glad you did that. I'm glad you did that. That's perfect. That's perfect. That's
Yeah,
perfect. Because honestly, you're only doing 5 players, and again, it's your favorite players. And honestly, I didn't even expect that you'd have like, cause yo, the 3 players that you got in there are players that I'm like, yo, I watched a lot of their games, man, and I look forward to a lot of their games. Durant, uh, Durant, and Carmelo. Man, every time those guys are playing, I'm looking forward to watching those games,
yeah. I should have put Iverson in it, man. Iverson is one of my
man. I
players.
know, but it's tough. What are you gonna do? Like that's what I
One of my
realized. And
players.
remember, I got put on the spot. I got put on the spot on that show. Remember, it's not easy, man. Guys get cut, and you're like, shit.
AI was smooth, man. Iverson was crazy. Iverson was
I'm
smooth.
glad you mentioned him. Can you put like some highlights of AI, man? Cause yo, I'm glad you
A-
mentioned him because I don't think I have him. I don't think I have him, bro.
you know,
But I
AI
have I have an
anything.
honorable. Yo, don't worry. We're gonna light it up when we do. Cause remember, okay. Remember, I got 15, right? I
15
got
what?
5 honorable mentions, right? 5 guys who I'm like, yo, I just had to mention their name, right? And
Mm-hmm.
then the top 10, all right?
Okay.
So
Go ahead and choose and pick yours now. It doesn't even have to be in any order. If you're picking your favorite player,
no,
you
we
don't
have to.
have
We
to put
must
it.
do order. We must do order. We must do order. So let's
You want
do
to do
the
the
honorable
order?
mention. Yeah, let's
Honorable
do the
mention. So
honorable
so
mention.
so, so you get in 5 honorable mention.
5 honorable mentions, okay? And I'm gonna start from the 5th honorable mention. Allen Houston, okay?
Allen
Now,
Houston, right?
Allen Houston, Allen Houston. And you want to know why? One of the main reasons I've never seen a shot better than Allen. I've never seen someone release the ball and just the form, his shot, it's just perfect. I've
What's
like, can
smooth,
you
smooth?
name me
What's
a
smooth?
player?
Smooth? Ray
Yeah, I
Allen,
know, and it's just my opinion. It's just
Reggie
my opinion.
Miller.
Some people say
Actually,
Real
not even
Allen
Reggie
too.
Miller. I say Ray Allen, man. But
Real
I think it's
Allen's the
still good.
closest. Yeah, and if you say Real Allen, fine, and it's debatable. That's debatable because I'm glad because I got in terms of shooting form. To tell you the truth, I got Allen Houston. I is the best shooter like in terms of his form and how he shoots. And
Hmm.
then I got Ray Allen. Then I got Michael Redd. Those are like I just like those are my favorite shooting for in terms of how they shoot the ball.
Michael Redd is
And
left
when they
hand, man.
shoot the ball, I feel confident. If they're open, I feel confident they're hitting that shot.
Hmm.
Allen Houston, Ray Allen, and Michael Redd.
Wow. Yeah.
In terms of just shooting, I
The
feel
shooting.
confident. Like if I have a shooter, I'm like, yo, I want those 3 guys, and I know if they're open, they're hitting that shot, especially on the baseline or just like I know they're hitting that shot.
Yeah. Allen Houston was a sniper, man. You put him there, you
Yeah,
leave him there. It's money.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
So
what do you have next?
that's my 5th honorable mention. My 4th. I know this is gonna be a little weird. It's out of nowhere, but I'm putting Nikola Jokic in there, the Joker.
Hey, it's your favorite. Then you can put whoever you want, man.
Yeah, and I mean, just like it's totally like the way he's dominating the game is just a totally like this is epic what we're seeing happening, and I think it could only get better from here. But yeah,
So
Nicole, and it was between him and Giannis, but I put him over Giannis because he just has too much more in the bag.
Yeah, he
He has
does
too much more
everything.
in his bag.
He does everything. Everything. He does
Yeah,
everything.
his bag is just like it's amazing, right? So, number 3, I got John Stockton.
Who's that?
At number 2, yeah, John Stockton at number 3. Just honorable mention. 2, I got Allen Iverson, and at 1, I got Vince Carter.
Oh, honorable mention, eh?
Stockton is my third honorable mention.
That's
In
good.
terms of point guard, like I said, I love point guards. He's like honestly, my top point guard is like he's up there. Like I got in terms of my top 3 point guards, like Magic, Penny, Stockton. Yeah, Stockton's up there in terms of point guards.
Hey, you
Love
guys are
Stockton.
not giving Charles Barkley no love, man. What's going on? Why
I hear
Charles
you,
Barkley?
man. I hear
Hey,
you. I
no
hear you,
love,
man.
man. No love. I mean, to the way Charles
Yeah.
Barkley talk, he seemed like he was one of the best players back then, right?
Yeah, no, and he was good, but look, man, I'm just saying, like you said, it's not easy, man. You could only pick so many players.
Jordan said, "Oh, there's only one player that he told Charles Barkley, there's only one player that's better than you. That's me." I mean, Jordan said that there's only one.
That's why we love Jordan.
It's only one
That's
player
why
that's
we love Jordan,
better
though.
than you, and that's me.
Oh man, that's why Jordan is like, man, Jordan. I love Jordan, man. I love like hating Jordan made me love Jordan. That's so weird, bro. It's so weird. Hating
Hey,
Jordan made me love him because like I could never beat him. He just beats me every time. It's like, yo,
Jordan, yeah,
just because you went against me again, I'm gonna beat you even worse. It's like that
yeah. I'm telling
mentality.
you,
Just, ooh,
yeah.
yeah,
Jordan is on a
yeah. So
different level, man. Jordan,
yeah,
some
yeah. We're talking about So Stockton at 3, honorable mention. I gotta get him in there somewhere, man. Like I
you
love
liked him,
that
eh?
guy. He's a real point guard, man. A real point guard.
Yeah,
Pass the ball,
assists.
get
Yeah,
your teams involved, get guys. You know what I mean? Run the like. That's what a point guard is. Sometimes you
did, he-
sacrifice the points. You get 15 assists. You get 20 assists.
did you see his son in college?
Jeff Hornacek,
He had a
huh?
son. Yeah, he had a son. One of them had a son in college that I thought would have make the NBA, but no,
Yeah,
couldn't make the
yeah,
NBA.
yeah. Well, nah. Yeah,
Yeah.
and all the better, all the better. Just let it be John Stockton's name only.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised both of them play on the same team. They say Jeff Hornacek. They play on the same team, right?
Yeah,
They,
Jeff Hornacek. He was a shooting guard.
they play on the same
He was
team
a
with
shooter.
John. Wow, that's good stuff. Okay, so
Yeah.
your next
Honorable mention number 2.
it's done. You said Vince was number one. Is it number two was
Yeah. 2 was Iverson, Vince number 1. So
yeah.
into the 10.
Yeah, so let's jump into the 10.
Yep. And since it's my favorites, right, and it's my opinion, I could do whatever I want.
Yeah, you can pick.
I got
Yeah,
LeBron
but
James number 10.
man, could I do something on on this live to slap you? Is there a button somewhere to this to actually slap
Oh
you?
man, I
Because
love it. Hey, I could play with it because look, and you know what? You know what did it? Fine. I could maybe feelings are involved, all right? FYF Sports. He made me mad a little bit, right? And I said, fine. In my favorite, I could put LeBron wherever I want him.
mhm,
It's mine. I don't care. I could have him not in there if I wanted to.
exactly, it's
It's
your
mine.
spirit. We cannot
It's
argue with it.
mine.
We could talk about it and laugh a little bit, but the answer, whatever you put, is the right answer. It's your
Like I
favorite.
said, guess what? And you know what did it? Look, what's the thing we're seeing? Too many jerseys. Lakers, Miami, Cleveland. Just too
Hmm.
many jerseys, bro. Sorry.
Yeah, it's
Too
going from
many
team to
jerseys.
team.
Too many
Hey,
jerseys for me.
championship was getting to his head. Eh? He couldn't win any on Cleveland, so he had to jump ship.
Yo,
Right?
LeBron James has too many jerseys to be in my favorite. I'm sorry. It's my favorite. I could do what I want. I
All right. So what's
can
your
do what
next?
I want. Okay. So at number 9, and let's be fair, we got LeBron James at number 10.
Yeah.
Why
So
not put one of his best friends, Carmelo Anthony, and a guy who I really love at number 9? And look,
yeah,
that shows you that I'm not disrespecting LeBron because I love Melo, and they're pretty close.
yeah.
Melo is my guy. I love Melo, but I got him at number 9.
Melo at number 9. Yeah. Yeah.
All
That's who
right.
you like. That's who you like.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So number 8,
Mm-hmm.
Dirk Nowitzki.
Dirk. For real,
He's one of
Dirk.
my favorites, honestly. He's one of the players that when I want to watch Dirk play every time, every any chance I get to watch Dirk play, I want to watch Dirk play. A 7-footer that can shoot the ball the way he shoots the ball, the way he could even he dribbles the ball. He's a good ball handler too. People don't give him credit for that. He's a
Mm-hmm. He
good
is,
ball.
yeah.
He gets around the court. He could create shots
Hey,
for himself.
he could use his left or his right. He could,
His
he could,
left,
he
his
could
right. You can show the left right there.
yeah.
Dirk, I wish I could even put him higher. I wish I could even put him higher. But I
Hey,
just gotta be. I gotta be.
that
I gotta be. This is a realistic top 10.
Dirk was like, he was in some different kind of mode that time. He beat LeBron and
Yeah,
Wade. Oh
yeah.
my gosh, he couldn't have missed.
And Kobe. And Kobe.
No, he didn't beat Kobe. He thrashed Kobe.
Yeah,
He sweep Kobe for nothing.
yeah,
I lost a lot of money off of that. But yeah,
yeah.
I was like, is that Kobe team losing?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Kobe
I
losing?
remember because I was at a sports bar. I was gambling on some horses.
These guys,
I was coming in, watching in and out. I was like, damn. It's like,
three
damn.
pointers, three pointers, 3 pointers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. It was crazy, man.
They had Juwan Howard too, right? Juwan Howard. I think they
Yeah,
had Finley, Michael Finley.
Finley came back
Uh,
to get his
yeah,
ring.
they had a nice roster. Jason Terry,
Jason Terry. Yeah,
Kid. I think was
Page. They got
Nash on that
Pager.
team?
Pager was killing it with
Yeah,
three too.
Page was on there. I think even
Yeah,
Marion, Sean Marion, they had a nice
Sean
team.
Marion was there. Yeah, Jason Kidd was there.
Yeah, yeah, they
Yeah.
had a nice team. They had a nice team. But Nowitzki, he's up there, man. I love that guy, man. He's one of my
Mm-hmm.
favorite. All
For
right.
real, it's true.
Yeah.
Who do you have after that?
So number 7, I got Hakeem Olajuwon.
Akeem.
Yeah, yeah, Hakeem.
Yeah, I guess
I
he's
mean,
there.
I hear you. And in terms of centers, and he did it in a modern day. He beat Jordan.
What,
He
what,
killed
what, he
Jordan.
beat, when did he kill Jordan?
He
What are
beat
you talking
Jordan
about?
in '95.
To do what?
He won in the finals.
Oh, Akeem?
Yeah.
Where you get this from?
Well,
Uh,
I'm pretty
are you sure?
sure Hakeem played the same time Jordan played and won that year. I know that for
A
sure. That
championship? No. Akeem
okay.
won two championship when Jordan retired. That's all I know.
Okay, let me see. Okay, Hakeem.
So I don't know where you getting Akeem do this, Akeem do that. Akeem, I don't even rate those rings
Either way, I'm gonna have,
that
but
he
I'm
got.
pretty sure. Okay, I'm pretty sure he won when Jordan was playing. But let me see. Let me see.
No, he went nowhere when Jordan was playing, man. Stop talking the shit.
Okay, let me see. You could be right. All right, let me see. I hope you're right. I hope you're right.
Yeah, you need to call Google.
Well, look, 94 and 95. You're telling me Jordan wasn't playing in either one of those years?
Jordan
He
was
missed.
playing. Yeah,
How long
Jordan
was
was playing.
Jordan gone? How long
Jordan
was
was
Jordan
playing.
gone?
Jordan was playing
Okay, that's
baseball.
what I'm saying. Okay,
Jordan
look.
was playing, but he was
Wait, hold
playing a
on.
different sport.
Hold on. Let me say something. Let me say something, right? You could be right that I may have made something wrong. I don't know if, like I said, I was young, okay? But one thing I remember is that 94, 95, right? Which year was Jordan? Because Jordan was playing in one of those years.
Like I already told you, I was asking why didn't Charles Barkley win a championship those 2 years that Jordan left, right? And
All right,
guess who
look,
won the
man. All right,
guess who
you
won
know
the
what? Okay,
championship?
you know what? All
It
right,
was
fine.
Akeem.
Look, that's my look. Okay, look, fine.
Akeem
That's
won a
my bad.
back-to-back championship.
That's my bad. But regardless, Hakeem won two championships, 94, 95. I don't care. I got him at 7. I don't even
Yeah,
I don't care about all that. That doesn't make any difference. I got him at 7 regardless.
that's good. Yeah, seven
Plus
something. It
his performance to win those two championships. To me, that's not questionable. We'll fact check that and come back to that. But
it's
I
your
don't see
favorite.
him
So
budging. I don't see him budging in terms of centers. There's not much centers on my list, and
hmm
yeah, he's pretty much right. So number 6, Shaquille O'Neal, straight up. All right,
hmm
Shaquille O'Neal. What do you want me to do? Shaquille O'Neal.
Shaquille
All
O'Neal.
right.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. So
Yeah,
move on. Number 5,
move, move on
Reggie Miller.
with that.
Reggie
Reggie
Miller.
Reggie Miller. Wow, Reggie Miller. Eh? So
Yep.
you're gonna pick Reggie Miller over Vince Carter?
Yep.
You're on the next level, man.
One of
Uh,
the best shooters ever. He set the trend for a lot of these shooters. Curry learned from Reggie Miller pretty much.
I'm wondering, maybe Vince even shoot more three than Reggie Miller, on the top
I
3 point
mean,
list. Uh,
yeah, I don't know, but that could be the change of the game, and I don't know how Carter could. Remember, look,
Carter was just about the dunk. After a while, everybody came wanna be dunkers like Carter too.
and you know what? You know why I put Reggie Miller way ahead of Carter, and I hear you fine. Look, it's opinion, but Reggie, in terms of mentality, uh, if I'm forming a team, I'm putting a team together. I'd rather take Reggie Miller to tell you the truth.
Oh my gosh, over Vince, a guy
Yeah,
that's way more athletic than thing,
I don't care. I don't care. I don't.
and he
I
and he could match his 3 pointer. He
I
could match his three
don't
pointer.
care about all
But
that, bro. I want
was a
you to come
beater.
in every night. I want to know what you're gonna give me. What do you give me every single night? No complaining, no bullshit. Just work every night. And nobody cares how you feel, and nobody cares. Just get the job done. I hear you,
Wow.
man. But look, that's why I take Reggie, man, because I know what he's gonna do for me. I know what I'm gonna get. I know what I'm gonna get from Reggie Miller. Right?
Oh,
When it comes to moving without the ball, and look, when his Reggie Miller's competitors, right? Jordan, all these guys, Michael Jordan, all your best defenders will tell you about Reggie Miller is he is one of the most annoying players to guard because you cannot relax for 1 minute. And I don't
Reggie
know if
Miller. I don't know, man.
you're trying to
This is
stub his video, make it. Let's move on because
no, no, no,
his
no.
video.
Let me just show you some the 3 point list. Right, it's Curry number one, Ray Allen number two, James Harden number three, Reggie Miller is number four. So he's still there. So he's still his name is still there. To say he's the leader of the 3 pointer, at least his name is in the top five, which is
Yeah,
probably
but
gonna be gone. It might be gone soon because Damian Lillard is gonna take it out.
Yeah, and
LeBron James
like I
might not
said,
take
that's
out.
my like I said, I hear you, but at the end of the day, the players that I watched, it matches my time frame, right? In terms of my
Mm,
age and what I watched, right? I
yeah,
didn't
man.
watch
Yeah.
Curry when I was like 16, 17. I wasn't watching Curry, right?
Okay. So
So
what
Reggie
when
Miller
you
was my Stephen Curry, pretty much. That's because that's there was Stephen Curry wasn't around then, right?
hmm
So that's what I mean in terms of mine, like what I watched growing up. You know what I mean? And Stephen Curry's still playing. Remember it, right? So
true. So what do you have
right.
next? What do you have next?
Next I got Kevin Durant at 4.
Okay, you getting
Kevin
somewhere.
Durant. Kevin
Kevin Durant
Durant.
was in my top five. So okay, so you're
Yep.
there on the list.
Yep. So that's why I was like, I'm glad you had him because right, we're pretty much, and
Yeah,
I mean, like it's arguable between him and Stephen Curry, but again, I'm talking about my favorites. Like I watched Kevin Durant from Texas, right? I watched him ball out in Texas, and like I was amazed just like to watch just like the length and like how he gets around the court, how he shoots. Like there's just nothing could explain the rawness, and I'm talking about when you watch a player coming up through college and then going to Oklahoma, and it's like I really watched his full career. You know what I mean? And I was older than I was watching Jordan and Reggie Miller, and I understood the game a lot better, and I could appreciate his game. Like wow, like you know what I mean? Like 6'10", 6'11", getting around the way
yeah.
he does. It's just wow, you
And
know.
he's still a lame, still. But it's okay. Continue.
I hear you. Too many jerseys, like I said, way too many jerseys, and
Crying
I
to get
just see it
traded. He wants to go
myself.
on this team. Or I can't win a championship on OKC. Let me go to Golden State that has the best record in NBA history.
Yep.
I want to go on that team. And then
Yeah, no, I totally agree.
Phoenix just went to the final. I want to go down Phoenix. Like what the
Yeah, I
freak
don't
this guy?
appreciate that at all, man. I don't. And he'd probably be, I don't know if he'd be higher, but maybe. But look, he's still pretty
He won't
high.
be
I guess
higher.
I got him pretty high, but that's because I'm just being honest in terms of his skills and like I just appreciate what he is. And like, you know what I mean? What is he? A small forward, power forward, just he's and people question whether he's better than Bird, and I think that's just insane.
Yeah,
He has like
he's
what
definitely better than
two
Bird.
or three? Yeah, he has like 2 or 3 inches, and his wingspan is longer than Bird's too. So it's just
I
you
I
know,
think a lot of players are better than Bird that's playing right now. Lots.
I don't. Yeah.
Get up for
You
next
could
day.
be right, but like I said, I think Bird could play today and still dominate. So I
Not the
do
way.
believe it. I do believe that he dominate
Um,
in more ways. But so yeah, Durant
Mike
at
Miller.
4.
Mike Miller.
Mike Miller, who better than who? Than Bird?
Bird.
No, don't even know.
No,
Don't
I'm
ruin the
saying
channel, man. Don't do.
same skill. I gotta put a joke in it, man. You
Yo,
gotta put a
YouTube
joke.
will shut us off if you say stuff like that. I think that's discrimination or something like that. You say what? Mike Miller is better than Larry Bird? You
Same
can get shut
skills.
down for that. That's hate speech.
No, man, I like Bird, man. I like Bird. I like Larry Bird.
Oh, man.
Magic
Anyway,
and
yeah,
Bird.
so yeah, but I don't got Bird in there. So let's just be honest. Bird's not in my favorite. Anyway, so number 3,
Uh-huh.
Kobe Bean Bryant. All right.
Wow. Ooh,
Uh,
Kobe.
And like I said,
Kobe.
he wasn't my favorite growing up, man. But the mentality is just like the Mamba mentality, the mentality to win. To me, that's very important to the game. I put that above anything else. That's why I'm like, I spend a lot of time trying to find uh teams to beat Kobe. I wanted Melo to beat Kobe. I wanted a lot of different teams to beat Kobe. Just like I said, I wanted a lot of teams to beat Jordan, but they just couldn't do it. Like they
Hey, stop,
couldn't beat
stop,
these
stop,
guys.
stop put Kobe on this level of greatness, man. Kobe's
Look,
not
man,
on
it
it.
is what it is. I look, man, look. You just got to
Kobe.
be fair. At the end of the day, these guys keep going to the finals and beating people up and doing stuff, right?
Let me
And like
tell
I
you what
said,
happened.
look,
Shaq
but you're
left.
not being fair. Look,
Kobe cry
look,
as a
hold
baby.
up, hold up,
Stop
hold up,
acting
though.
like
Let me tell.
I wasn't there to
Can
watch
you
it.
just just give me 1 minute though? This is where you're not being fair, bro. You're not understanding that I'm saying that he's not one of my favorite players. I wanted somebody to beat them, but they couldn't do it. All these other players that I mentioned couldn't beat them. Okay, that's what I'm saying. So whatever, you could say what you want. It's not my opinion because they weren't my favorite players, Kobe and
Mhm.
Jordan. So please don't sweat me, bro. Don't sweat me on Kobe and Jordan, please, because it bothers me. Because I'm telling you, you don't believe me, but I'm being honest and saying no, they weren't the players that I really watched like that. I did
Mhm.
not look forward to watching Kobe. No, I didn't look forward to watching Jordan. I had other people that I was watching. I was watching Reggie Miller. I was watching Carmelo Anthony. I was watching Dirk Nowitzki. Okay, I wasn't watching these guys, but these guys beat those guys every time.
Mhm.
Every
Yeah.
time they beat them every time, and to
What
me,
do
that's
you
what matters.
what do you have next? Shit.
At number two, I got Michael Jordan.
Okay. Okay. MJ here.
Not
Yeah.
much to say about that. I mean, it is what it
It's,
is.
yeah, the greatest. The greatest.
Notice we spoke about that, but like I said, they weren't my favorites. All right, they
But the
weren't.
beat your
I was
fears.
trying to beat those guys. I was always trying to beat them. I'm the underdog guy. All right,
Yeah,
that's
you
what
got
I'm
those kind
telling
of
you.
people. Yeah.
I was always trying to beat Jordan and Kobe, but I couldn't. So I'm like, shit. I had to put them there because they beat me every time. So number one, my number one favorite player ever. Can you guess?
Uh, Tim Hardaway.
Tim,
Tim
yeah,
Hardaway.
yeah, I love to. Then I have him. I have him in the honorable mention, don't I?
Yeah,
No, I
you did. You
don't.
did. I thought you did.
I
I
did.
thought you did.
No, he didn't make it. He didn't make it. I
No,
crossed him.
man.
He didn't even make the honorable. He
We didn't
didn't
play
make
him.
the. I had him, but then I crossed him. He didn't make it.
Damn.
He didn't make it. Tim Hardaway was close, but he didn't make the honorable mention. So he's definitely not number one. You're playing with the Hardaways.
I know.
You're playing with the Hardaways.
Yeah, the number one
Yeah,
now.
you're playing with the Hardaways, man. Don't play with the Hardaways, man. My number one favorite player ever is Penny Hardaway. I don't care what people think or how they feel. Penny Hardaway to me, 6'7" point guard. Okay,
Was he
and
really a
he's
point guard?
faster than Magic. He's faster than Magic. He's more athletic than Magic. He
Yeah,
could
it was
score.
skillful. Very
He could
skilled.
score. He could give you 20 points and give you 6, 7, 8 assists. He's running the team. He's setting the pace. I don't need to debate. I don't need to debate. Okay, I know what a point guard is, and he was a shooting guard. To tell you the truth, he's really a shooting guard. So he could score. He could score the ball. You can't leave him open. He's gonna shoot the three. He could score. He could drive it. He could dunk on you. Right?
Hmm.
Came into the league, learned how to play point guard, and did it better than pretty much anybody else in the league at the time. Jordan said that he's going to be the next guy. Jordan said it was him and Grant Hill who were next up.
Yeah, yeah,
Penny Hardaway and Grant Hill. Jordan from Jordan's words. Okay,
yeah.
and
I
many
remember. I
others,
remember. Yeah, I remember.
and many others. But his career was unfortunate, just like Brandon Roy. Brandon Roy had unfortunate. Roy was killing it. and his
Wow.
career was cut short. We don't know
Hey,
what Brandon Roy would have been. We don't
that,
know what
that, that
Penny
was
would
that
have
was
been.
one of my favorite players right there, Brendan Roy. I would have put him up
Brandon Roy.
number two, after Vince, if he didn't get injured that bad. But
But
he
that's why I mentioned Brandon Roy because he was up there, man. He was balling. He was balling out when he got injured. All
it's
right.
true.
So was
Yeah,
Penny.
it's fine.
And there's no telling what Penny Hardaway or Brandon Roy what their careers would have been. Okay. But I
That's
watched
true.
Penny Hardaway and I was like, wow, a 6'7" point guard. Like, and he's running the point guard. And he's playing Jordan, giving Jordan problems. Jordan doesn't want to guard him, right? And it's just like he's a problem, but his career was cut short.
Exactly. Yeah.
You
Play,
know,
play, yeah, he didn't really play half of his
and
career, less than half.
yeah, and you still have not found anything. Now, I'm not gonna say he's better than Magic. Well, it's debatable. I take him over Magic. Okay, I take him over Magic because he's faster than Magic. Magic is a better playmaker, a better passer, but he's a better shooter. Penny could do more. He has more arsenal in this game.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? And it's like it's just that his career was cut short. I'm not even gonna make a long argument for him because it's just my preference, right? And people
Exactly.
have every right to laugh. They have every right to laugh, right?
Well,
It's
no,
like how
nobody's gonna
people
laugh.
have every right to have Kobe. Every people have every right to have Kobe out of their top 10. I realize that.
Yeah, he's full of talent, man. A lot of talent. Yeah,
Yeah.
Penny was a real deal, man. He's injured.
Like I said, he was my favorite player to watch. And look, Carter. Can we end it with Carter? How about that? Can we end the topic with Vince Carter?
Go ahead, go
Since
ahead.
it's Toronto. What you wanna? I could go or you could go. It's up to you, man. Because you had a lot to say. You know what I mean? Let's
No,
talk about Vince Carter. I have him in my honorable. He's number one in my honorable mention.
you don't give Vince no rating, man. Hey, so somebody else is in the room, man. He's saying just join the live. I'm not sure who's this person.
What's their name?
Um, yeah, they just join the room. Maybe maybe I could ask them to join if you want to
Just let them
discuss
come
some of
on
them.
and see what they say. If they say anything stupid, then we'll just cut them off. But
Okay, okay. We
there's
can
no
see
swearing.
if
We
they
don't
could
want no
think.
swearing or anything like that.
Yeah, tell them to join the room.
Yeah, join. He could join the room if he wants.
Yeah,
That
because the
work for me.
show. Yeah, we're just about to end the show, so if you
Yeah,
want to
we're
join
just
the
about.
room,
So if they want to get on, they could get on. If they don't get on in the next 5 minutes, then we're gonna start wrapping it up. But yeah, so Carter, Vince Carter, you saying, look, man, I got him number one. Look, there's a lot of things that I'm not happy about with Vince Carter. What do you want me to do, man?
yeah, he said he's part of Raptors Freak family.
All
Yeah,
right,
so
cool.
from
All
our
right, so
boy.
yeah.
He's good. He's
So
good.
let him
You
come up,
just
man.
watching the show.
Oh, okay, all right. So yeah, we're cool. But yeah, with the Vince Carter, right?
Yeah, just
Yeah,
finish
man,
off
I
with the
hear you,
Vinces.
man. He's the best Raptor ever, in my opinion.
He-
The best
he's the
Raptor.
best Raptors. Yeah, he's definitely the best Raptors.
Yeah,
No,
I'm not gonna argue with that. But I'm
yeah,
sorry, I don't got him in my top 10, man. Even though I look forward to his games a lot, he was one of the guys. He's if you want to talk about if you want the criteria to be only the guys who I look forward to watching their games the most, he's up there pretty high, probably top five. But I live in Toronto too, and of course, Vince Carter, his game. It was one of the most exciting to watch. Just the arsenal in his
No,
game and his athletic ability, and you know you're gonna get a highlight every game. He was the most exciting player to watch. That is by far. I can't argue that.
yeah, but
I can't argue. And I think a lot of people can't argue that either.
it seems like you're into the boring games, man. I mean, Vince
Look,
Carter
I'm
was
just
one of the
being
players.
honest. I'm just
Yeah,
being honest. I got Vince Carter pretty high when it comes to one of the best players to watch play the game, especially that dunk off. Most people have Vince. When you think of a dunk off, most people think Vince Carter. His name is superior. His name is like Michael Jordan to the dunk off contest.
yeah, but I'm telling you, he's not even dunk. He could do everything. If
Yeah,
I show you a
yeah,
video,
that's true.
I think his teammates like they never seen no player like Vince Carter. He
Yeah,
could
and the
do
Raptors
everything,
games were on
everything.
NBC. The Raptors games were on NBC, and like because of Vince Carter, some of the biggest games like we had on NBC on Saturday games because people wanted to watch Vince Carter.
Yeah, remember when Vince was coming, they were like, "Oh, we got to get him out of Toronto and put him to American team because it was drawing so much fans wanting to watch him. They're like, you make more
No,
money
I
if you go
wasn't
to the
even think
states."
that's you see, I didn't even think about that because that's the thing too. Because I was younger at that time too, right? So I didn't even understand the business politics, right? But that makes sense
Yeah,
that they wanted Carter,
they
you know.
they were rescheduling TV program to say let's put Vince on.
But I
You
think
know,
Carter was bigger for the league being in Toronto because you know you have Toronto was the only league outside of America, you know, so
we have
if you
Vancouver those
boost
time,
that
man.
up,
Remember?
that's the whole country. You have a whole country riding behind one league,
No, it
one
was
team.
two team in a two team in a country. They have thing to. Vancouver was there too.
Vancouver was gone before Carter. I'm pretty sure,
Oh
but
no, Vince used to. No man, for sure. Vince came in what maybe a couple years after the Raptors. Yeah, they come a couple years, maybe 2 3 years after. It was Mighty Mouse number one.
I thought the
Gambi.
Grizzlies left before Carter, but we could fact check that too. But because we don't want to be sloppy about it, make sure
Yeah. We have to check. Yeah,
Tom.
you got to check and see. Vancouver Grizzlies.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but yeah, I'm pretty sure Vancouver was pretty much gone, and no one was talking about Vancouver at the time. So it was really Toronto because Vince was here, and you know everybody was riding behind. It's no different from Kawhi. The way Kawhi winning the championship, Toronto was behind Carter before the way they were behind Kawhi winning the chip. They had like the whole country was behind Carter. The whole world was behind Carter.
remember Vince Carter
Because at
had
the time when
more
Carter was
vote than
playing, he was
Jordan.
one of the top players. He was up there with Kobe and everybody else
You're
at
talking
his
about
prime. He was up
Jordan,
there.
the guy, the people, them as the man to to step down. He got a number one vote to start in All Star game, and everybody like Vince, you make Jordan give you spot to Jordan,
Yeah,
let Jordan play.
yeah,
I'm
and
like,
yeah, in
shit,
Vince's prime, in Vince's prime, he was up there with Kobe and everybody else. He was up there
of course,
with
yeah,
Iverson. He was up there. But it's just when you weigh it all out, all you know what I mean. It just didn't, you know. Even
yeah. It didn't.
Iverson's career, when you weigh it all out, it just didn't. You know what I mean? The
What a better career to you, Vince or McGrady? You let me know.
oh man, I guess Vince because I guess he's more of a household name than McGrady.
McGrady was a first ballot Hall of Fame too.
Yeah, that's true. But Vince Carter, you know, he's in people's memories, man, for a
You
lot
know,
of reasons.
uh, hey,
So
put anybody highlight with Vince at highlight. Vince beat everybody. I don't see nobody they could put up a highlight show and said Okay, beat this person highlight. Nobody. Kobe can't beat it. Jordan can't beat it. Nobody can beat it because one of the
No, but that's
most
true. That's true.
yeah,
That's
one of the
true.
most
That's
exciting
what
thing
Vince
in
has. Yeah.
basketball is the dunk off. When there's an All-Star game, guess what? Everybody come to see the dunk off. It don't matter how bad they want to see the dunk off. That's the last thing in the All-Star game, dunk off. So if it's
I
Carter, the
agree.
one that bring it up, and that's what people want to see. I mean, everybody like, oh, he could only dunk. He could have done anything. He could shoot three.
No,
He
I
could
hear you.
lay. He was a beater. He could do
But
everything.
it just
But
didn't. It didn't like it didn't. You know, it just didn't like I said. In my honorable mentions, there's Stockton, there's Iverson. That you got Jokic there. Jokic won a chip. He's still playing now. He's just in his fresh career. I
yeah,
got Carter there. Carter is number one in my honorable mention. I don't think I could move him up into my top 10. I'll just be honest. But I love Carter, man. Like, shit, man.
hey, that's
Carter
you.
has done a lot, bro.
That's your top 10, man.
Yeah, and yeah, I hear you,
That's
man.
your
But look,
top
I'm just
10.
gonna be honest, and people have every right, bro. And I'm just gonna be honest, man. What could I do, man? I just gotta
Yeah,
be honest. When it comes to mentality and your approach to the game, and like I don't rate Kawhi. I don't, Kawhi is, I don't like. There's certain guys I don't, because if your mentality is not to win and to keep winning, to me, I don't know what you're doing. Because like, think about it. We had Carter, we had McGrady, and for whatever reason, because of the attitudes of who's gonna do what and who's gonna shine, and that didn't work out. Like, it just shows you the mentality, right?
yeah.
Guys
McGrady
just
should have
not ready
stayed,
to
man.
win. That's what I
Mhm.
mean. Like, when I look at it, like, these things weigh into where I put players and my respect for certain players and their
Mhm.
mentality towards the game. That to me, it means a lot. It means a lot. How many jerseys did you wear? Your loyalty. When you look at, like, as the further up I go, like, I'm forced to put guys like Durant in there, and Shaq moved around a bit too, and it's unfortunate. I don't like that. That's not something I like. I
I'm
don't
not
like that,
sure.
man.
Maybe
That's why Jordan to me. That's another thing about Jordan. It's just like he's just like I'm not afraid of. Yeah, I got him at number two. But
Jordan actually
Jordan,
moved. He plays for Washington.
I don't care. I don't care. He won six for one team, man. I don't care, bro. He won six
Yeah,
for one team.
yeah. I think
Six
he was the owner.
championships for Chicago. You think Chicago loves that guy? They love him, man. Six
Do,
championships.
do they love
They
him?
love him. Of course they
I,
love him.
I don't. I'm not even sure. Well, they should. They should love him.
We should end the we should just end the show there. We'll go find out if Chicago. Let's do that. We'll find out if Chicago loves Jordan, man. We'll just do
Hey,
that.
hey, you gotta do a little thing on Chicago. Your players over there. Um,
Who
what's his name?
like their current team?
Or Demar. Remember we were the one that drafted him. We did everything for him.
Who
He,
Demar?
he's like our child in Toronto.
Well, what about Lonzo? Is Lonzo ready to go? I don't think so. He's
No,
look, I heard
Lonzo.
he's making some videos like he's ready to go, like Lonzo Ball, but I don't know. Chicago, they're not looking so good right now.
Uh,
They don't look too good.
they probably gonna get a better record than
I
Toronto.
don't
I
know
don't know
where
what's
we
going
have
on with
them because
Toronto too, man.
remember we did a raw ranking, right? I don't know where we have Chicago, but I hope we didn't put them up too high. And if so, we probably have to do another ranking right before the season starts. I want to redeem myself.
No, we gotta stick to it, man. We can't change our ranking.
No, no,
Our ranking is
right before preseason, man. I can redeem myself before preseason, man. Give me the chance.
yeah.
I might have made a couple mistakes. Like, for example, I don't know where I got Chicago. I don't know where I got the Bulls. And
Hmm.
right now, when I'm looking at the Bulls, I'm not too happy with them, man. I don't feel good about the Bulls.
Yeah, for
But I'll
really.
check. I'll go back and check the ranking where we got them. Maybe it's not too bad. Hopefully.
I'm wondering where do we actually have them too?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because I
I'm
don't
wondering.
honestly thinking about it right now. I don't know if they even make like I'm looking at them like 9, 8, 9, 10. I don't even know, man. I think they're gonna blow it up, man.
I know. Hey, would you take Demar back?
No, 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 no. It's
I
just too
know.
late for all that
Uh,
now.
You let me see where do you have them? Chicago. You had Chicago above Toronto though, man. You have them on 19 on the power ranking,
Oh yeah,
and
and where
then
do we got Toronto?
you got Toronto six, 16.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. So they're not above Toronto.
Well, yeah. When we're talking Toronto, what the hell? Yeah. No. I put the list. The list shows different. I should have put one to thing. Yeah, yeah. You're right. Yeah, Toronto better than them. Eh? Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I don't know about Chicago and Toronto. Like I said, we know, but who knows how that'll work out. Hopefully, I want it to work with Toronto, man. Hopefully,
I
but it's a
know.
rough. It looks like a rough roster. Because even with Lex at Raptor Freaks, I think he's like, what do you think? Let's just be for real. Like we're fans, right? But where's the limit, right? What do you think? Where's the limit in terms of being a fan for your team versus looking at your roster realistically and saying, okay, what are we working with?
Well, I know. No, to
No,
me,
because I want to be optimistic about it. I want to be. I want to be.
you,
All right,
you,
that's the thing.
you, you know what? Take even I think CJ McCollum said the Raptors should be way better than their record. That's what he said last year. And guess what?
Mm-hmm.
We drafted player. We should get. Well, I guess Van Fleet's gone. Who actually went last year? Because Van Fleet's
I,
gone.
you know what? To tell you the truth, and this is another thing, because I was on Raptors Freak this morning, and I do believe that the Raptors were better. Does that sound weird? Me saying that I think we're better minus Van Fleet, because I do think we're better.
A, a, a quick take. One of the fans said that they gotta go to sleep, man. I mean, Canada is playing at 4 o'clock. They
Yeah,
want to go
yeah, and
watch it.
I'm gonna be catching that game too. Yeah, I'm gonna be catching
Four,
that game
four
for sure
o'clock.
too.
I think I'm gonna go to I want to be sleeping at 4 o'clock, man. Damn.
Yeah, I'll catch the
Boy.
game. It's not a big deal. I'll sleep when I get home from work or whatever. I'll leave work early. Like I said, it's a religious. This is a religious thing, man. Like I gotta, I gotta watch Canada play, man.
I
It's a
know. What are you playing? What are you actually playing? Sorry to switch up on everything.
Serbia, Serbia.
Ser- who does Serbia have? Serbia is a really good team, man.
Bogi, one of the Bogdanovic, is it Bojanovic? What's his
Bogdanovic,
name?
yeah,
Bo,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
Bogdanovic. Yeah, and they got Jojic. His name's like Jočić, but it's Jovic or something. I don't know. But they're okay. Honestly, I didn't think Serbia was gonna be that good. I didn't like them, honestly. I didn't really like their squad. But they surprised me. And what's his name? Bojanovic, the younger brother who plays for Atlanta.
Yeah, one play for
He's
Atlanta. Uh, that was the
Yeah, the
same. Yeah,
younger brother. But the older brother who plays for Detroit, he's not playing, right? But the younger brother, he's pretty much the leader on that team, and he's doing a lot of damage, man.
really. Eh?
He's doing a lot of damage. It's interesting to watch because It's a toss up. I mean, they're better than Slovenia. I didn't like Slovenia. I wasn't worried about Slovenia at all because it was really just Luka.
Yeah,
So I wasn't worried about Slovenia, but and I'm not too worried about Serbia either. But they're better than Slovenia, but they're not better than Canada in my opinion. They're not. Canada, the only thing that could get in Canada's way is not doing what they're supposed to do.
man.
They're actually
I
the
gotta.
they're actually the better team.
So whoever got the odds, I'm not sure. I think I gotta put a money
That's
in
interesting.
Canada to win.
Yeah, might as well. I'll do it. I'll do it right off the bat
Yeah,
because I think Canada is the better team. To be honest, I think it's not even based. It's not even biased. That's why I want to get up and watch it.
I think yeah, Canada was struggling, but no, I think they're ready to play, man.
Yeah,
But
because like I said, it's really just that guy from Atlanta, and I don't even think he starts. The
no,
Bogdanovic brother, the Bogey guy. He's the younger brother. He's really the main guy they have.
Canada, yeah, they showed the game. They have Canada to win by 4.5 right now.
You see,
Yeah, but one thing all the
it's
game that I
Canada's
watch,
game. It's
Canada
our
is
game to
down.
lose. It's our game to lose.
No, Canada is always down. What's going on with that? Always down and come back. They're
Yeah,
always
but
down.
like I said, okay, but I'm saying just cut through all of that and just at the end of the day, it's Canada's game to lose. It's really their game to lose, man.
Yeah,
It's their
exactly.
game
Yeah.
to lose. They could win the game. It's their just like I felt with Slovenia. Like I wasn't worried at all. Slovenia is not better than Serbia, but Serbia might just be slightly better.
So you say
Right?
Canada could pull out the 4.5 spread.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it. I'll put my money on it, man. I'm doing
Close,
it. I'm not even. I'm doing it,
close
and
game.
I'll show you.
You think it's a close game or is a
Not really. No, I think they should win by like from at least 5 to 10 points, at least, very least 5 to 10
yeah
points. And I'm putting.
5 to 10
I'm
points?
saying
Eh?
that right now. 5 to 10 points
You could
at the
be
very
yeah.
least. At the very least.
Let me see. They got
So if they're saying 4.5, I'll do that right now, right after we come off this live.
yeah. That's what they got. 4.5. They got Serbia to win. Yeah, they have a
Wait,
spread
you
in
said
this
they
thing.
got
Eh?
who? They have who to win?
No, Canada. They have Canada to
Oh,
win.
Canada. Okay, Canada. Okay, 4.5.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I
and
think
it's the best. Like I mean, that's why I feel good about it because it's actually like
Canada.
it's not even biased. I like Canada's a better team.
Hey, what about this spread? I see the spread. Canada to win. Barrett two or more three. Dylan Brooks to win to get two or more three. You think that's capable of doing?
No, I wouldn't do that. I
Okay, see,
wouldn't do that.
your next one. So you say Canada winning. It is the next one.
I don't know who's gonna get the amount of threes. Kelly Olynyk might get a couple threes.
Canada to win. Barrett to get more than 20 points. Shea to get more than 20 points. That seem more better to you, right?
Yeah, Barrett needs to get more than 20 points, but he hasn't been doing it, right? We've
I,
discussed
I,
that.
I like this one. I like this one. I like this one. Canada to
So
win.
you like Barrett?
Shea,
Hey, you know what? And Barrett, but like Barrett
Shea
should
to
have another
get 20.
quarter.
Barrett to get 20. That could work, right?
Shea and Barrett, I like it. I
Yeah,
like it. I like it. I like it.
but it might not happen, right? You're saying.
Yeah, we need it. That's what we need, and there's no reason why it shouldn't happen. There's no
Yeah,
reason why Barrett shouldn't say, "Yo, bum, I have to give." I don't think he scored 20 points yet. I don't see why he shouldn't.
hey, $20. $20. Give me 110. 110. So it's a game to watch.
I
Twenty
think I'll
bucks.
do it. I think I'll do it.
Yeah, Canada to win 20 points. I mean, that's simple stuff. Why can't they do it?
So who do we play? Who are we playing, and who do we want to play? Because honestly, I like Canada. So let's Canada to the finals. Hooray!
Ca-
Beautiful
Ca-
thing.
Canada to the
I don't
final.
really. Yeah.
USA whipped them.
Oh man, you
They're not
think
ready yet.
man. So who would
They're
you
not
rather
ready yet.
play? Who would you rather play? USA or Germany?
I rather play Germany. I wanna see Schroeder play, man. I wanna see Schroeder play with Canada. Even though
Whoever wins is the better team. Whoever wins out of that US is probably the better team. So we probably don't want to play that team. Well, I don't
oh
know. I
man.
mean, true. I like. I don't know. I think we're better off playing Germany in terms of our chances.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
think
you're
we're
right. You're
better off
right.
because honestly, and you know what? And I'm just gonna be honest. I think when it comes to the whole spotlight, Canada versus America, I think
Mm-hmm.
that. And I don't know. I don't know if Barrett, like I know Shy will be up for it, but I don't know if the other guy. I know Shy and Brooks will bring, but I don't know if those guys will be up for it. That whole spotlight. Just think about it. Canada versus USA. It's a lot, man.
Yeah, we need that. We need that. We need to beat them. That's what we need to do. We need to beat them.
Yeah,
We need to beat them by
but
20, 30
is
points.
Barrett
And
ready for that though? I mean, like I think Barrett would rather play Germany on the ticket, man. He probably feel
no, no,
better
no, no,
for him.
no. Barry got to be ready for that, man. Barry been slacking off.
I hope so.
I'm sure this 20 point both should happen. I like that too.
Close out.
I
We
like
saying
20
close out
points.
Barrett, close out both the games. Because if Barrett could give you 20 points, because I've been saying this, man. I've been saying it, because and you know it's a lot of load on Shy. But like I said, if Barrett could close it out with 20-point games, hey, that's pretty
Hmm.
good. So I think it's a good bet. Because that's what we need. We
Yeah,
need that
I,
from him, and
I
I
like
think he
that
can
bet.
do it.
Yeah.
He's capable. And I'm tired of you. I'm tired of you knocking left-hand players. So I want Barrett to do it to prove you wrong. Because you're always
Yeah,
bothering the left-hand players, man. And I'm like Barrett, prove this guy wrong, right?
I showed you a picture of Bird catching the ball and shoot it. Like, you see the way he shoots it.
Yeah, but
It's
look,
not.
I don't go after that, man. He has to figure it out. I hear you.
It,
Left-hand players have a little awkward. It's a little bit more awkward for them. He has to figure it out. It's not my job. I'm not the
yeah,
basketball player. Barrett needs to
he got
figure it out.
coaches. He has coaches and expert to help him out, man.
That too. If I was getting paid to do that, I'd help him. But I look, it's not my job. It's not my job. These guys get paid to. They should know how. They should figure. He should figure out how to get his game off by now. And that's the thing.
No
That's why I
problem,
want
no
to prove
problem.
you wrong because I don't want to believe the left hand player myth. I think it's a myth, the left hand thing. But it's always a problem though. It's always a problem for a lot of left hand players.
They can't go right, man. They can't go right. They cannot go right.
Well, let's just say that Barrett's not only doing this for Canada, he's doing this for all the left-hand players around the world, right?
Shit. All right, let's finish it at the 2 hours mark.
All
Right.
right, cool, man.
Okay, so let them know you have to sub.
Yeah, yo, subscribe, subscribe, follow the channel because what we're doing is we're pretty much ending uh, this season. We're gonna get into the 2023-2024 NBA season. Start looking at all the teams. We're gonna start in alphabetical order. We have a really good record in terms of our predictions and what's going to happen. We have like a 70-80% record. We called the Denver Nuggets. If you were here, you would have made some money. And
Some
we're
big
gonna
money.
keep
Some big
proving
money.
that.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep moving, and we're gonna keep showing you the winners. We're gonna keep showing you who you should be looking at. Right? Don't just look for the big games. Look for the small games. Right? Let's look at the Magics and the Pistons. What are they doing? What's the Oklahoma City Thunder doing? That's where you're gonna win some money. You see what I'm saying? You don't want to go for the big games because the big games, that's really going to get you, right? But we'll
Hmm.
talk about that, man. But that's why you want to be here because we cut through all the BS and we go based on the numbers. So, like I said, I have a 70, 80% record in terms of letting you know who to take, what teams to take serious, where to put your money, which players you want to have on your team, whether you're doing fantasy basketball or whatever you're doing, right? But like I said, you could fact check me. Go back, check my record, see the calls that I made. We made the calls on Dallas. We said Dallas wouldn't be nothing. We said Phoenix wouldn't be nothing. We told you Denver was going to win the championship pretty much from the mid-season,
Yeah,
right? A lot of
yeah.
things you could wait.
Um,
You don't have to waste your time. If you're here, you're listening. We'll let you know, and that's what we're gonna get back to. We're gonna let you know what the Atlanta Hawks are doing, right? We told you that Siakam's gonna be staying. We told you Lillard's not going anywhere. They're not. They haven't gone anywhere, right?
Not
So
yet,
like
man. Not yet. Not
not
yet.
yet,
Not
but
yet.
we told, but at least
Well,
if we
hey,
told them and they wanted to put money on it to say, I bet you these players will be here by the
it,
time the season kicks off, which
yeah.
it's getting
It
pretty
looks like
close.
nothing is gonna happen. Like you said, nothing's gonna happen.
I said Lillard will be wearing a Blazer jersey when the season kicks off. Siakam will be a Toronto Raptor when everybody was saying these players are getting traded, right?
Yeah,
That's what we
yeah.
right? So you could just cut through all the BS, you know.
For real,
Go
for
go
real.
back and check it. Go fact check it. It's all there. It's all there.
Exactly right. All right, everybody. Good night.
Yeah.